When life gives you salmon, you make a hatchery. And when life gives you as many floods as it does here in Surrey, you make a hatchery on higher ground. That's what the folks at the Semiahmoo Fish and Game Club announced Tuesday. Last year, the club lost 30,000 salmon eggs when a flood swept over the acres, killing the power supply, sustaining the fish inside that building.
Like a knife in the heart, you know, you've done all that hard work to raise them, and you've spent hours and hours at the fish fence, throwing fish over the fence and counting them, and the work that has gone into raising them. It's like almost your pets.
So the club decided to create a new home for their fishy operations, which they predict will be done in 2026. The purpose of the new hatchery will be to continue what they've done for 40 years, help conserve the local salmon population.
Oh yeah.
We actually take some really healthy salmon and we collect their eggs. We fertilize the eggs, we put them in our incubation room until they get to be a certain size, and then we put them in our tanks inside the hatchery building, and we feed them until they're big enough to be released back into the river.
But an environmental expert says when it comes to solving British Columbia's declining salmon stock, hatcheries aren't enough.
They're a Band-Aid sort of targeted intervention when a stock is really depleted, but they shouldn't be seen as the way that we proceed in long term, where we're providing these hatched fish that will then go in and intermingle with the wild stocks.
She says she's looking forward to how the BC government will come through on its commitment to protecting 30% of land mass by 2030. The Fish and Game Club in Surrey, however, has smaller fish to fry, and they say the new hatchery will help them bring salmon levels back up in the Little Campbell River.
Historically, if a river floods out or washes out, they lose that year of salmon for the fry. But salmon are very resilient, and they'll come back.
In Surrey, Sarah Chu, City News.